question will be asked, let's put it that way, not by me necessarily, that if Trump can sell Ukraine down the river, why can't he sell Taiwan down the river to China tomorrow? Is there a possibility the US will back off and say this relationship? You remember the days when Hillary Clinton was musing aloud about a G2 running the world of the US and China, and the rest of us said, hey, that's a very bad idea. You know, we don't really like you thinking that way. Is there any risk of us getting back on the G2 kind of plan?
I view them as two separate issues. G2, I don't see. I think that there are so many different interests between the US and China, most of them competing. I don't see us collaborating in that way as a G2. And in fact, there are so many other players and other interests around that that doesn't strike me as emerging. You can talk about G2 in terms of size, but not in terms of coordination and cooperation.
Good to hear that from our point of view.
As for Taiwan, however, I think we are still in an unclear situation as to what lesson does China learn from Russia's war on Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
If things go the way we just talked about, there's a partnership, a strategic partnership with the US and Ukraine surrounding natural resources. The war is stopped. Putin does not succeed in his objectives of eliminating Ukraine, taking all of its territory, imposing his own government. Ukraine is a sovereign, independent state and is accelerating its track towards joining the European Union and has security assurances from the rest of Europe, including a West European troop presence in Ukraine. If that happens, and we haven't seen it yet, if that happens, that will send a signal to China that this didn't go very well for Russia. Russia did not get what it wanted out of this. And so what did we learn? Russia's aggression weakened Russia, failed to achieve its objectives, unified the West, and cemented Ukraine's status. That is not what they want to do with Taiwan and with the West there. So it would send a salutary message to China. If we get this wrong, however, and we could still get this wrong, Trump is seen as having sold out. Putin is seen as victorious. If that were to happen, I think that would be an encouragement to China and a signal to China that we wouldn't have